Wake up. Water cooler talk sports. Pregame playlist. Let's go. It's the pregame playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, Your morning, your sports, you tapped in. Locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, we locked in. Top stories. Water cooler talk sports, we locked in. Early morning grind, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, ladies and gentlemen, man. Shout out to you all, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here as always. Joining me, it is the man from SESeason.com, Auburn Tez. Tez, what's going on, man? How you doing, man? How you doing? Hey, Tez, can we hear Tez?
Yeah, I think you can. You should be able to hear me now.
We have Tez. What's going on, Tez? Hope you're feeling good. Also, man, joining us, the legend himself, Bubba from Bubba and the Old Man. Bubba, what's going on, man? How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great.
Man, I am feeling tired. Y'all have no idea, bro. Tired is the word this morning. T-I-R-E-D. Tired. Because I'm the greatest. I'm just playing. No, that's not the reason why. I'm just talking noise. Thank y'all so much for joining us here this morning on the pregame playlist, man. Shout out to all y'all for rocking with us as well, man. We appreciate y'all so much as always, man. It is Wednesday, and they normally say that is hump day. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all, man, as always, for watching. You're going to watch us live. You're going to watch us on the rewatch. Thank y'all so much, man, for coming through and giving us a little bit of your time this morning, man. Programming note, we will not be doing a show tonight. There will be no Around the Coolers tonight. Oh. Things happen, man. Won't be able to do the show tonight, but we will be back next Monday with another episode of Around the Cool as we get closer and closer to college football. But today we are here for the pregame playlist this morning, and we will sit down and we're gonna talk some football, man. Today's show, man, should be a pretty interesting show. I don't. It depends. Good is gonna depend on how people think about it and things of that nature. But yeah, today's show should be good. We're gonna talk development in college football. Is it hindering or hurting the NFL? Hindering, helping, or hurting? Or could it be doing all three in some sort of way? It's a possibility. Also, we have a new segment. We're not doing a flag on the play segment today. Today, we're doing a Wild Card Wednesday segment. And a Wild Card Wednesday, I will go ahead and say this. I have already drawn the question. So it won't be, it was randomly drawn, but it won't be randomly drawn on live, on the show live. But Wild Card Wednesdays, basically what we'll do is we will take a just random question and pose it to the chat and to everybody on the panel, and we'll get their answer. That's what we'll do. It'll be off the spot, on the spot. Bubba, do you have the show right now?
I do.
Is it on there? It should be.
Let me look again.
It should not be on there. If it is, I'm kind of upset. Just a little bit. Shout out to Auburn Dad for life in the chat. What's up, Auburn Dad? Okay, good. There we go. Good. So it's already been Johnson. Okay, so nobody on the show knows what the Wild Card Wednesday question is but me. Can't wait to hear what this is. Shout out to Auburn Dad, man. What's up, Auburn Dad? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great, man. We appreciate you, Dad. And then, of course, in the second hour, we all know the Hall of Fame. We just had the 2026 Hall of Fame class inducted over the previous weekend. Roger Craig, Adam Vinatieri, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Drew Brees. The 2027 list dropped of first-time eligible guys, and we are going to discuss that list and see who gets in and who doesn't. It is what it is, man. So let's get this thing rocking and rolling, man. Are y'all ready for today? Are y'all ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Day, hump day. Oh man, it is what it is, man. My bad. Just got a text message from the reason why we won't be able to do the show tonight, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Mr. 21 said, "What up, soft podcasters? What's up, Mr. 21? Man, we soft, man. We soft around here, bro. Is it SOWT or is it SAWT? Soft. Which one is it?
Capital S.
But which spelling are we gonna go with? Are we gonna go with the regular way of spelling soft, or are we gonna go with soft, like SAWFT? Soft. Which one?
I'd say capital S, capital T.
Okay. All right. There it is. Okay, got it. Okay, cool. Shout out, Mr. 21. Can you do something for me? Jennifer Hall, what's up? How you feeling? Said War Eagle, man, certain cases, all the above. Ooh, okay. Okay, she gave us soft. I like that. And then Mr. 21 said SOF capital T. Soft. Capital T. I like it. Because we soft, man. Hey, look, don't be mad at us for what we put on for what we just report what we see. And we react to what we see. The coach said that. The coach said we were soft. He said we were soft.
Over and over again.
Kept saying he wanted to see violent hands too, is what he said. Yeah. But it is what it is, you know. So I like it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, man, 6 minutes after the hour, man, here on this hump day. I mean, I like it, man. What did Auburn said? We going eight or more NFL scouts at practice today. Okay. All right. You know what? This is you know what this is. You need NFL scouts at your practices if you are a high school, college coach. Does that? I'm quick. This is a real quick. This is really not part of the show schedule. Is that a sign that people are believing in what Goldich is doing? Like they see something different going on at Auburn?
No, we had NFL scouts at last year's fall camp practices.
Right.
But 8 of them though?
I never asked.
I don't know how many it was, but they were there. Remember they told us we had 6 NFL.
Yeah, we had six NFL offensive linemen.
They lied.
No, we do, because then 3 of them get drafted.
3 and 6 are 2 totally different numbers.
Yeah, but only 3 of them.
Only 2 of them got drafted, and Dylan Wade got a camp invite.
Okay, so he in the NFL, you know. Xavier Chapman's still in college, so.
Yeah, I give you that.
So, you know what it is. So, Slightly Evil Ted said, soft. Why at the end of that? I don't know.
He up early with it.
It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, man, 8 minutes after the hour here on the pregame playlist on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. We're going to slide into a break right here. When we come back from this break, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into the pregame post, the headlines you need to know across news, sports, and culture, man. So y'all get ready, man. Get hyped, man. Get hyped, because guess what? What time is it? Game time. What time is it? Game time. Many dogs in the house. Many dogs in the house. What time is it? Game time. Time is it? Game time. Let's go, man.
Bark?
I surely did. We in Beirut. Loose my money, honey. Woo! 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 Let's get it up. Yeah, let's get it up. Yeah, let's get it high. Yeah, well, all right. It's game time. It's game time. We in Beirut. Loose my money, honey. Woo! Pregame playlist. Be right back right after this, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning.
Yeah. Look. It's one of them. Talk to him. Yeah. I've been quiet. Yeah. Look, it's one of them. Talk to him. I've been quiet. I've been building in the silence, though. Yeah. Late nights, early mornings where the mileage grow. Pressure make diamonds. I just let the time define me. Facts. Others looking past me, now they looking, trying to find me. Where you at? I was down bad, had to reroute the vision. I'm seeing clearer, every move got precision, clean. Had to cut the noise just to hear my intuition. Listen. Now I speak life every time I'm spitting these writtens. Talk to him. Mama said be patient, God got a plan. Amen. So I stay 10 toes, never folding my hand. Never. They was playing checkers, I was moving like chess. Now I'm 3 steps ahead. They still stuck on the stress. Yeah. I feel it now. Feel it. Something shifting. Pressure turning into power. I've been leveling up, I can't stay where I was. Had to bet on myself, I ain't waiting on love. They was doubting the vision, now they see what it does. I was planting them seeds, now I'm growing the buzz. Every loss, every scar, yeah, it came with a lesson. I was down in the storm, still I counted my blessings. Now I move with a purpose, every step is progression. Progress, I don't talk about it, I just show the direction. Let's go, 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 go. Beast mode, yeah, I flipped that switch quick. Came from the mud, now I'm talking big business. Vision too strong, I don't deal with the limits. If I said it, then I meant it, I'ma finish. I'ma finish, see the grind, they just see the results. They ain't feel the pressure, they just sitting your applause. I was in the dark, had to learn how to spark now.
The biggest stories in sports deserve bigger conversations. Join us every Monday and Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central for Around the Cooler on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Bold opinions, heated debates, and unfiltered sports talk. It all happens around the cooler, where we talk that score.
The coolest morning show is in your ear. It's the pregame playlist.
Friday night, Country Road 69. Friday sunset, keys on the table. Mama said, boy, don't stay out too late though. Took a left turn off that old state line, headed to a party just 20 minutes down the drive. Got my boots on the dash, window cracked, George Strait singing through the radio static. Thought I'd be there by 8:45, but time moves different on County Road 69. Yeah, that road got stories. Every mile got a name. You can leave looking for one thing and never leave the same. Front porch lights and a couple old souls waving me down while they're rocking real slow. Miss Betty said, boy, where you been all this time? Hey, where you been? I sat there laughing, drinking sweet tea and wine. One wrong turn on the right place at the right time. Right place, right time. Might change your whole damn life overnight. Yeah, the world gets wild past the county line. You never know what you'll find on County Road 69. County Road 69. County Road 69. Oh.
You're now listening to the pregame playlist.
Back road dreams.
Back road dreams.
Dirt road running, yeah, the tires still spinning. Mama in the kitchen said, boy, go get it. Had a big dream sitting way past the limit. Small town vision, but I knew I was different. Screen door slamming, had the radio loud. Talking to the stars like I'm leaving this town. Didn't have a lot, but I had that sound. Turn pain into gold, turn loss into crown. Late nights plotting with a notebook dream. While the whole world slept, I was up, still steaming. Felt that fire, couldn't fight that feeling. Back road boy, but I knew I was leaving.
I'm leaving. We were chasing them back road dreams. Windows down with a tank on me. Praying one day we finally see what we believe.
From them gravel roads to them bright lights. Tears we cried in them long nights.
God had a plan plan, now it all makes sense. Yeah, we made it off them back road dreams.
Now it's go time, yeah, the boy done leveled up. Same dirt road roots, I just never gave it up. Never same old pain, but I turned it into books. In the rain, small town, now they screaming I'm the one. Remember cold nights, I was sleeping on a vision. Cold, now I'm wide awake, living everything I'm giving. Took a lot of losses just to see a couple wins. Now I'm riding clean, but I came up out the mud. They see it then, now they all wanna witness. Back row soul with a big time image. Still that kid with a dream and ambition. Now I'm standing in the light that I envision. I made it.
We were chasing them back road dreams, yeah. And this down with a tank on me. Praying one day we finally see what we believe.
From them gravel ropes to them bright lights. Tears be crying them long nights.
God had a plan, now it all makes sense. Yeah, we made it off them back road dreams.
Y'all already know what time it is. Yo, locked in. With the pregame playlist. Good morning. Your sports. Your playlist.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, man. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's the pregame post, the headlines you need to know across news, sports, and culture. Let's go.
The Pregame Pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Woo! It is hump day, August 12th, ladies and gentlemen. And we want you all to know that, we about to get this thing rocking and roll. Let's go ahead and get these out the way. Start with some scores from last night from the MLB. The Mets lose to the Braves 4-0. Guardians, they lose to the Tigers 4-6. Marlins, they beat the Pirates, 2-0. The Cubbies, they beat the Nationals 8-6. The Yankees get a win over the Mariners 4-1. The Blue Jays, they beat the Red Sox 5-3. Orioles get a win over the Twins 5-2. Reds, they beat the White Sox 5-4. Cardinals, they beat the Phillies 2-0. The Angels, they get a win over the Rangers 3-2. The Diamondbacks, they beat they lose to the Rockies 3-2. The Brewers, they lose to the Padres big 11-2. The Rays get a big win over the Athletics 12-4. Shout out to our guy Dustin over at the Uptempo podcast. The Astros, they lose to the Giants 1-4. And of course, the Dodgers, they get a win over the Royals 5-4. That is what's happening in the MLB last night. MLB is heating up. Like I said, we're gonna keep talking about this because this is the end of we're getting closer to end, the middle to end of August, September, October. That's when it heats up in the playoffs with baseball. So y'all want to be still tuned into that, man. WNBA, let's switch over to the WNBA. The Indiana Fever, they get a big win over the New York Liberty last night. Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark helped the Fever continue their hot streak in the WNBA, man. You looking at what they did, man. Kelsey Mitchell had 28 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Caitlin Clark, 22 points and 10 assists, double for her. Leah Boston had 19.7 rebounds as well. Man, for the Liberty, man, Breonna Stewart, 19.7 rebounds. Jonquel Jones, 14 points, 10 rebounds. Sabrina Ionescu, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists for the Liberty in a losing effort. So, hey, shout out to the Fever for getting that big win over the Liberty, man. Liberty need to keep winning because they kind of at the bottom of that seeding for playoff seeding. So they're trying to win. They got to win some more games to keep getting up in the middle part of that bracket, man. The Aces, they get back. They get a win over the Mystics as well. Aces, they ended the Mystics 7-game winning streak with the 86-76 victory last night over the Mystics. I just said that. Asia Wilson, 26 points, 13 rebounds last night for the Aces. And my favorite WNBA player, Jackie Young, 25 points and 8 assists for the Aces last night as well. Nalisha Smith, she had 11 points and 11 rebounds, big double for her as well to help the Aces get a win. And of course, for the Mystics, Shakira Austin, 20 points, 8 rebounds. Kiki Irfan, 15 points, 13 rebounds, double for her. And Sonia Citron, 19 points in the game, even though it was in a losing effort. So shout out to the Aces for getting a win right there, man. I think they're number 2 in the WNBA ranking standings right now, man. Mercury, they get a win over the Sparks, man. They win 94-87 in last night. Kalia Copper, 18 points, 4 rebounds, man. Naomi Brochant, hopefully I'm saying her last name correctly, had 24 points, 3 rebounds, and Alyssa Thomas, 16.7 rebounds. And Auburn great, DeWanna Punter, 11 points, 7 rebounds as well. For the Sparks, man, the Sparks, Neka Agumagwe had 18 points and 9 rebounds, man. Derek Hamby, 19 points, 4 rebounds, and Ray Burrell, 19 points, 3 rebounds in that game in a losing effort. So, hey, that's the WNBA, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you tuned in. Watch the W. Enjoy the W. Great basketball. I think it is. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat rocking with us, man.
The WNBA. That is funny.
Yeah, that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Shout out to Reverend Nick Frazier in the chat. What's up, my guys? Shout out to Arbor Day. He said Joseph, not S.I. Goodman, is can go take a leap. Oh man, everybody's still mad. Hey, Joseph Goodman, man. I know what it is, man. Shout out to Jennifer Hall in the chat. Said, yeah, let's get it up. Y'all ain't gonna do it right now. Y'all wasn't hype enough. Y'all wasn't hype enough for me. Y'all wasn't hype enough for me. That's what it is.
Just came out of nowhere.
It's 8 a.m.
That's what we do. Hey, so we get hype around here. We get hype. Y'all remember in the movie? You know what? I remember Ted telling us about the movie, The Program. You know the movie. Yeah. I went and watched. I have watched that movie 3 times since she told me about that movie. The part in the movie, yes, the part of the movie when the black dude and the white dude, the dude that was taking the steroids, and then the black dude that broke his foot at the end or his leg at the end, when they spit in each other's mouth to get ready. I was like, come on, dog. That was nasty. Wild. I was like, I don't know about that one, dog. I don't know about that one, bro. I don't know about that one. I was like, I think y'all a little too ready. Y'all a little too ready for that, man.
Yeah, it was a little too far.
It's a little too far. I was like, come on. Rudy the Boxer in the chat. He said in 2019, New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft was charged with 2 misdemeanor counts of soliciting prostitution after allegedly paying for sex acts, not intercourse, at the Orchids of Asia Day Spa. Oh wow, they still doing that? Wow, interesting. That's still happening.
Just in case y'all figure out.
Just in case y'all forgot, bro. He wanted to let us know. He wanted us to know that.
I like that.
King Richard, what's up, man? Good morning to you, man. How you feeling?
Morning.
He said, man, I didn't expect country. Nice. I love a good mix of Auburn Dad. We play everything around here. And that's how it's gonna be on the app too. We play everything around this time. We have a great time. So it is what you say. The WNBA. I'm not gonna put the second one up there. I'm not gonna do that. But it's a funny comment, but I'm not putting the second comment that you put up there after that. The WNBA is funny, but I'm not putting that second one up there because I don't agree with that one. They all can ball. Just say.
Yeah.
All right.
And some have balls.
Wow, Bubble. This is not Joanna Man. Come on. This is not Joanna Man.
To that second comment, I think that number that he gave him is a little bit too high.
That's
that thing is still
wow. That's a lot high.
A significant number, but maybe not that.
Let's get this. Let's keep this thing rocking and rolling, man. The Vikings, they named Kyler Murray starting quarterback, man. Are they hindering JJ McCarthy by naming this Kyler Murray the starting quarterback? Do they have faith in JJ McCarthy? Fellas?
Absolutely not.
And I said the same thing. I
mean, who would you start? Given the choice.
Well, okay, let's just be real. Had JJ McCarthy had the opportunity to get into a game and ball out for real?
He had it all of last season.
How did he do? Did he do well enough, in your opinion, to be able to say, all right, I can lead this team?
No.
All right, well, it is what
it is. Kyler Murray's in the building.
Well, Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse.
The real question is, with Kyler Murray having a rough couple of years to end his Arizona tenure, is he the next Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold? Is he the next in that line?
That's a good point. I don't know.
That's a revivals.
Have we seen a primarily Russian quarterback go through that though with that revival?
I have not.
I look at those guys as actually learn. Like for example, Geno Smith was a lot like Kyler Murray when he came into the league, but when he got his opportunity, what Bubba was speaking to late in his career, he became essentially a drop back quarterback.
Yep. Yeah. So we'll see what happens, man. Like that is something that we got to take a look at. That is something that we will look at. We got to take a look at that and see what happens moving forward, man. Cody Bryant underwent knee surgery, man, and expected to be out 4 to 6 months. Bears safety Cody Bryant signed a 3-year, $40 million deal after winning this past year Super Bowl with Seattle. The hyperextended in his left knee. They had a bone bruise and a small fracture doing one-on-ones on August 3rd, covering tight end Cole Kmet. He had surgery on August 7th. Coach Ben Johnson announced Tuesday the recovery timeline is somewhere between 4 to 6 months. So technically, he's gonna be out for the season. So hopefully for a speedy recovery for Kobe Bryant there as well. Warriors GM Mike Dunleavy reaffirms that Steph Curry is entering his 18th season and is committed to a one-team career. He's saying that Curry is still on track to finish his career with the Warriors. I don't know how much I believe that, but okay. He said Curry is on an expiring $62.5 million deal and becomes extension eligible August 29th for up to 2 years, $136 million, which will keep him with Golden State through the 28-29 season, which he will be at the age of 41 when that is over with. I feel like he's trying to talk himself into believing that's gonna happen. I hope it happens. If they don't get a deal done by then, in my opinion, I think it's very possible you can see Steph Curry potentially test the market to see if he can go somewhere else and get another ring. But the only thing that gives me pause is the fact that they re-signed Steve Kerr for like a 3-year period. So maybe they will try to build something around them to go and get one more ring before Steph is like, all right, I'm calling it a career. But here's the thing, like, are we putting an artificial number on Steph at 41? Because Steph can still shoot, and he's been shooting the ball pretty well. Like, because Steph played at 44, 45 years old?
Just depends if he wants to.
Man, I've been saying that for a very long time. I think that Steph Curry can play until he decides he doesn't want to. Because Steph Curry as a spot-up shooter, I think he can do that till he's 60 if he wants to. Because over time, you get better shooting. Like, that's just how it works.
Yep.
So, even to think that he's going to get better is wild. So, yeah, I think he could do that, man. He's, defensively, of course, you'd have to hide him. They hide him now. So that's not a problem. But you essentially would have the best spot-up shooter on the planet.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he can do that for as long as he wants.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not about whether he can. It's about whether he wants to.
Yeah.
Scary to think about that. Man. We're gonna wrap it up on this one right here, man. Nick Bosa says he has soreness and tendonitis in his surgically repaired knee. This does not sound good. 49ers All-Pro edge rusher Nick Bosa remains out of practice with tendonitis in the knee that he had ACL surgery on this offseason. He tore his ACL in week 3 of 2025. Coach Kyle Shanahan downplayed it as pretty normal thing with ACLs that happens to roughly 90% of players recovering from surgery and called Bosa week to week. Come on, bro. You a 49ers fan.
My condolences, Tiz.
Condolences.
I mean, he's still living.
What's that worth?
He said, what's that worth? Man, I think everybody on the roster is experiencing soreness or tendonitis.
Oh, come on, Tez. Come on, Tez.
It is like I've conditioned myself to like be unaffected by preseason injury talks of the 49ers because it's what we do. It's one thing guaranteed is half of the players that we look forward to taking the field aren't going to take the field for us.
Dang, that's
so
sad.
I mean, your first round draft pick receiver got shot.
It's sad, Tez.
It says he's on track though for week 1, man.
You know what? We're gonna leave it at that because we don't want to give you any more sadness. It is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the pregame post for hour number 1. When we come back, we're gonna get into the conversation of development. Or is development in college football hindering, hurting, or helping NFL play that we see on Sundays? We kind of mesh both worlds together. So when we come back, we're going to have that conversation, ladies and gentlemen. It is 29 minutes after the hour here on the pregame playlist. Well, on your Wednesday morning, it is. When we come back, we'll have that conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you.
Ooh, yeah. Caught in the middle, baby, and I know it. One of y'all got me thinking long term, talking about houses, rings, and forever. The other got me riding through the city, top down, late nights, good weather. And I ain't gonna lie, you both bring something different to my life. Everybody asking why I haven't shows, but they don't know what's going on inside. I know eventually somebody's gonna need an answer. But every time I get close, I pull away a little faster. Cause I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in two directions tonight. One's everything I need, one's everything I want in my life. I'm caught on both sides, trying to figure out what's wrong or right. Maybe one day I'll settle down, but tonight I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Yeah, I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Girl, I'm caught on both sides. One of y'all call me every morning, checking on me, making sure I'm straight. The other pull up, looking so fine, turn a regular night into a holiday. And maybe that's my problem. Maybe I like having options. Maybe I know exactly what I'm doing, but don't wanna stop it. I know eventually somebody's gonna need an answer. But every time I get close, I pull away a little faster. Cause I'm stuck on both sides, pulled in two directions tonight. One's everything I need, one's everything I want in my life. I'm caught on both sides, trying to figure out what's wrong or right. Maybe one day I'll settle down, but tonight I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Yeah, I'm living on both sides. Both sides. Girl, I'm caught on both sides. Maybe I'm selfish, maybe that's true. Maybe I ain't met the version of me that's ready for somebody like you. One's everything I need, one's everything I want. And that's the reason I keep getting lost in the middle of it all. Stuck in the middle, trying to have it all. No, I can't keep this up forever, but right now I'm stuck on both sides.
The pregame playlist has begun. Lock in. We about to have some fun.
I remember saying, I'm stuck on both sides. And for a long time, I was. Then I chose love, I chose peace, I chose her. I thought making the choice would be the hardest part, but nobody warned me that even the right decision has side effects. Morning coffee don't taste the same. Quiet house, but I don't complain. No more hiding, no more lies. No more looking in both directions at the same time. Girl, you gave me something real, something I ain't have to steal. Thought the hard part was saying goodbye. Didn't know healing worked overtime. Sometimes peace gets unfamiliar when you've been living through the noise. Guess I'm learning every blessing comes with a different choice. Side effects. Ever since I chose you, can't lie, girl, I've been going through it too. Late night memories come and go like silhouettes. I don't want her back. These just the side effects. Girl, these the side effects. Heard our old song at a red light, had me staring through the windshield all night. Past that restaurant downtown, caught myself almost turning around. Deleting numbers, but I still know them. Funny how the heart remembers what the mind lets go of. Then I look over, you're holding my hand. That's when I remember exactly where I stand. Side effects. Ever since I chose you, can't lie, girl, I've been going through it the side effects. Girl, these the side effects. Maybe healing ain't forgetting. Maybe loving you don't erase yesterday. One was everything I needed. One was everything I wanted now. You're everything, every scar, every memory, every lesson. Let me hear. And if I had to do it all again, I'd still choose you. Every single time. Ever since I chose you. Can't lie, girl, I've been going through it too. Late night memories come and go like silhouettes. I don't want her back. These just the side effects.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, 36 minutes after the hour here on the pregame playlist, man, on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. Shout out to you all so much for rocking with us here as always, man. Let's go ahead and get into this conversation, man. Development in college football. I just asked the question to get it started. You know, I don't have to give no whole drawn out, you know, this is what it is and all type of stuff of that nature. Is development in college football a thing? Is it real? Because we talk about it all the time as if this is what we need to do. We need to recruit players. We need to get guys in. Coaches need to get guys in to develop these guys. In this new era of college football, is development even a real thing? Your thoughts, Tez?
Well, I look at development again as your plan or path to get a player on the field. Can you actually get a player? Do players have a solid plan to see the field? Because ultimately, there's nothing that develops a player like live bullets, right? Okay. You can practice all you want to. You can hit tackling dummies or arrest tackling dummies in some people's case. You can do that all you want to, man. And there's an element of that where players do get better. I'm not saying that practice is unimportant, but can you get to the field? How much tape, how much in-game action can you see? Is usually how you see players actually get better. And I think that it is helped and it is hurt. Because with the new rules, with the transfer portal, it allows for players who normally wouldn't see the field to go seek out opportunities where they could, and get that valuable experience. But then at the same time, it also encourages coaches to. It also, in the same breath, it encourages coaches to just ignore the talent that they have on the field and always look to the portal to add pieces. So it makes it a little bit difficult. This is a very, very nuanced conversation, and this is a very, very it's just a topic that I don't think a lot of people think about. We actually talked about this on an old episode of Lunch Breaks, when we were discussing the 5-for-5 rule. And I think it's two sides to this conversation where, yes, it can be helpful when you're talking about an NFL guy, but then it also can hinder an NFL guy too. I think probably what mostly hinders NFL talent from a college player is not necessarily the rules, but the way college football is being played right now and the strategy. I think that has more of an effect than the actual rules on the development of a collegiate athlete in terms of making it to the NFL. So I guess the long answer short, both. Yeah, I think it can both help and hinder.
What's your take on the bubble?
Yeah, I think it's twofold. It's number one, the transfer portal. Guys aren't sticking in one spot for their entire careers anymore, so they're not in a program developing the same way that they used to. Another side to that would be it also helps guys from lower levels that are stepping up, like right. FCS guys getting a shot at the G5 and P4 level. Another thing is, like Tez hit on, the way college football is played right now. Because for some reason, college football still has not evolved and adapted to the NFL style as far as like hash marks. Now that helps our favorite college football team with Alex Golesh as the head coach and that offensive system, but the way the NFL looks at that system, they don't even want receivers from that system. Like we saw last year, the guy that got drafted by Carolina. What's his name again? Yeah. He was a clear first round physical talent.
Yep.
That dropped because of the offensive system he played in. And that's one of the positions that's hurt the most by these systems. Because we've only seen one guy throughout the last 20 years to come out of that system and be successful at the NFL level, and that was Josh Gordon. Then you have the quarterback issue where guys that are going to the NFL and they're not able to play from under center at all when they first get into the league. Now they can develop that if they're given time, like Jared Goff was given time and came into the league one of the worst quarterbacks from under center, developed into one of the best. Offensive line is another thing. The pass protections that are used at the college level are not NFL level. Defensively, our team, DJ Durkin, NFL scouts look down on that style of defense. So it's just, I think that there's a lot of system issues with, there's such a wide range of styles played at the college level that it definitely hurts them going pro.
So yeah, that's so that goes back to my original, well, not my original question. So it's piggybacks to the second part of the question is when we look at that, the play that we see in the NFL on Sundays, Mondays, Thursdays, is that a direct correlation to what we're seeing from college?
No, not necessarily.
So what else? If
it's
college,
a different game.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but if we're looking at it from the perspective of saying like the fits that these guys are doing collegiately, the system that they're playing in, if we're sitting here saying that is a problem, like Bubba literally just gave us examples of where there are coaches and systems that are used that NFL teams look down upon. But these guys have been in these systems, and then most of the time, if those guys that were in that system, if they transfer, they're going to transfer to a system, if they're in college, to a system that's somewhat similar to what they were playing in before. And so when they get to the NFL is a whole different beast. You know, it's a lot of knowing, a lot of different calls, a lot of different type situations of what you need to know. So I'm curious to know, like, is that a reason why we're seeing? Well, first, let me ask this question: do you think the product on the field in the NFL is not up to par, in your opinion?
No, I think that the product on the NFL is great. Like,
Okay.
The NFL is great. I don't think that is, like a bad product or anything. It's less exciting than college football. The college game is a little bit more wide open. So, I would say from a non-football purist or a casual fan, college football is probably more entertaining.
True, it is.
So, but yeah, the product in the NFL is the product in the NFL. That hash marks comment that Bubba said is really important, man, because when you think about sports, it usually, when it comes to innovation in sports and rule changes and betterment of the game, it usually flows uphill.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
If you want to see how a sport is going to be played in the future, you usually look at youth sports and what they're doing.
Good point.
And then from youth sports, it usually makes its way to high school, and then it makes its way to college. And then if the NFL sees fit, it makes its way to the NFL. Problem is, the NFL is not going to change those hash marks, so they can't innovate and pick up these types of offense. Everywhere else in the country, the NFL is the only major football sport that plays football the way they do.
Okay, so here's the question.
Game is played the way college is played. Youth sports is played the way college is played.
So here's the question I have. If the NFL is the ultimate goal, like, I don't know if people remember, before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, I want you all to give a standing ovation, round of applause for the birthday guy. The greatest number 81 to ever come through Booker T. Washington High School. The greatest defensive end to ever come through Booker T. Washington High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the mayor, Marcus Fitzpatrick. Marcus, happy born day, sir.
Man, it was yesterday. I appreciate it, though. Thank you.
Happy birthday, man.
Man, appreciate it, Tiz. Appreciate it. Hey, I had looked around when you said greatest defensive end that ever come through BTW. I appreciate the love.
And who the greatest defensive end? Who the greatest defensive end to come through BTW?
I don't know.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Who the greatest Marcus in your opinion?
Man, I don't know, man. I haven't followed this new generation of BCW athletes like that, so I can't really speak on that part of it. But in my time, we had a lot of them, man. We had Big James. We had a lot of good players in my day.
Yeah. You know who was the greatest hurt player of all time at BCW?
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking. Do y'all know?
Nah, who you talking about?
It's me. I was the greatest hurt player of all time. It's hurt. I missed my freshman year because of Pokey. I told that story before. I'm kind of mad.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Okay, back to the conversation. We'll come back to that in a minute. Back to the conversation. But to that point, should youth sports be trying to mimic what the NFL is doing and how the NFL game is playing instead of trying to do what college is? Because it seems as if we made college the destination, when in fact, it's not. It's not the highest level of football. It's not. It is as it to the point that you just made. It is probably the most exciting level of football, but it's not the highest level of football. So should we not be striving to be closer to what the highest level of football is?
I think that'd be the best way to optimize development, but that's not going to happen because look, if you're trying to teach kids 3 and a hitch, get the ball out, they're not going to be interested in playing that brand of football. No high school kid wants to be playing from under center.
Nah.
They want to play racetrack football.
Right.
So I think unless the college game, which they're not going to do it because it brings so much excitement, unless they bring those hash marks in and schools make the conscious decision to do what Georgia Tech has done and hire pro-style offensive minds like Georgia's done, pro-style offensive minds. Unless they do that, nothing's really going to change. Because, yes, if you squeeze the hash marks into NFL width, that would get rid of essentially Jeff Lebby, Alex Golich, Josh Heupel's offenses.
Mm-hmm.
But what it wouldn't do is kill the Kendall Briles offense, the Gus Malzahn style offenses, the modern day Gus Malzahn style offenses. It wouldn't kill the air raid, the 17 different variations of the air raid in modern college football. So it's just, there's no real way to get rid of it, even though, yes, kids at middle school, high school level should be playing more pro style. They should be learning progressions, but they're just not going to.
Marcus, what's your thoughts on this, man? How you want to chime in on this conversation?
I would say the most exciting way of football is gonna always say president, man. In college, you want to see the excitement of the game. In my opinion, the reason why kids play the way they play and prepare for college is because a lot of times you don't get a chance to make it to the NFL. So you don't even get the chance to see the NFL standard. So you preparing yourself most of the time, your peak is gonna be college. So that's why a lot of times you see youth preparing and playing the college style way versus the NFL type of way.
Yeah, I think it's the opposite, Barry. I think that college is preparing and playing the way youth style football is. Like I think that youth football is probably the most innovative brand of football that we have. Why is that? You have to ask yourself why do these systems exist, right? And it's for one simple reason. You ever tried to get a bunch of 8-year-olds to understand football? Pretty difficult. Attention spans are low. Like Bubba said, they don't want to play this antiquated brand of football where you just 3-step drops, letting the ball go. So this system of offense that you see so prevalent in college football is easy for players to process information and to understand. Right? You can have a quarterback that does not understand passing concepts that you can plug into one of these systems, and he understands. He can count. He can understand 8 in the box versus 5 in the box very, very quickly. He can process that very, very quickly. You're taking the processor out of the quarterback's hand and putting it on the sideline, and that allows you to play faster. And that's what that's what happens. That started in youth football, transferred into high school football. Shout out to Gus Malzahn for being one of the first people to actually implement this at the college level to the degree that he did. And then once it passes college, you hit this block because, like they said, you cannot do this. But you could do it if you wanted to at the NFL level. It just won't be successful. It'll look a lot more like what Hugh Freeze ran at Auburn last year. And we can't be naive to the fact that you get paid now, right? So while the ultimate goal is the NFL, I think you can't ignore that the lowest barrier entry to become a millionaire and to change your life is college. Like, that is the freshman in college is slowly becoming more of a goal than the NFL is, because at 18 years old, you can buy your mama a house. So, that is one of the roadblocks when it comes to the NFL and college separation. But the NFL specifically, like they have a product. They're not going to compromise on that product. It's been successful for years. But like I said, they own the day. Your Sunday belongs to Jesus and Roger Goodell in that order.
Wow.
So they're not going to make any changes to try to essentially move backwards. But if they did, with those caliber athletes, man, it would be exciting to watch.
Well, it's definitely a conversation that continue to keep going, and we definitely will be watching it, because guess what? Let's get it up. Yeah, let's get it up. Yeah, let's get it high. Well, all right. It's game time. It's almost game time, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a great time, man. So we want you all to stick around, because it's going to be great. Marcus, you remember that?
Yeah. I was actually over here getting hyped with you.
Lose my money, honey. Woo! I'm telling you, man.
That's why I muted my mic, because I was like, I didn't know we had to be professional or not. So
this is the pregame playlist. Not professional, the pregame playlist. We do what we
Marcus
want.
ready to hit something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Ted? Like,
where did the aggression come from? You know what I'm saying? Ted? Where did the aggression
memories, cuz?
We talked about hits.
Time. That right there make you ready to go to war, man.
Go to war. We ready to go to war. Contact in this thing. Look at my eyes. They crazy eyes. They crazy eyes. Look at them. They crazy eyes. They crazy.
That's when you used to circle up and Cole Nick used to slap the fire out your helmet.
Slap them. Slap the purple off your helmet.
I wonder if you can still hit kids like that these days.
I don't know if you can do that. Nah,
you probably go to jail these days.
Yeah, you go to jail. You go to jail.
That's illegal now.
Yeah. You ever see the coach jack up a player for no reason? Oh my God.
Oh man, we used to get that. Man, you'll get sued. You'll get sued.
He said soft.
You'll get sued so much.
Oh man, you ever get a coach come in and just grab a player right here by the jersey and the
they used to have it all the time, man.
And then he just be like this, you can't do nothing. But they talking to you. They talking to you in the side where you can't even hear them at, so you don't even know what they mad at you about. I be like, bro, what I do? Nah, man, stop it.
I don't know if you can coach like that no more, Nick.
No, I can't. No, we can't. We can't. In the words of Rudy the boxer, there's not enough quality coaches to coach these kids, and that's called quality coaching, ladies and gentlemen. That's what that was. That's called quality coaching.
Their football journey now starts off with it. Starts off with a health teacher.
What did you say? Alcoholic? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We learn from some of the greats.
Your football journey is likely going to start with a health teacher.
Hey,
You know what? I was gonna
Yeah.
play a break, but I'm not. We're gonna keep this going until we get ready to get set for the second hour. I was gonna go into a break, but I'm gonna keep this going. That is a good point, Tish. That is a very good point. Because the thing about it is, like, a lot of these football teams that are playing are being coached by a PE teacher.
Yeah, all sports.
You know what I'm saying?
Or a driver's ed teacher.
Or a driver's ed teacher. Or something like that. Not somebody that actually sits down and studies the game of football and understands, like, this is the strategy that we're trying to do. Like, man, I wish DC was on here, man, because DC can tell you the story about when he was playing.
Yeah, that was funny, man.
Like, we had no plays. We had two. What he said? We had 2 plays. What was the 2 plays they had? I can't remember the number. It was something.
I forgot what he said.
He was like, we had 2 plays. I was like, what? I'm like, what?
Hey, question to y'all though. Do the 7A
It's like
schools,
before the first game, I realized it.
do the 7A schools coaches have like jobs like that, or do they regularly coach like?
Here's the thing.
No, like it's so
like,
hold on. Before you answer that question, bruh, science teacher, PE teacher. Hey, Marcus, who was the offensive coordinator at BTW after Coach Hurt left?
Our math teacher, Coach Smitty.
So
Smitty was the offensive coordinator, bro. Come on, man. Like, let's
this is a
talk
real
about
thing,
this.
though.
Let's
This is
talk
a
like,
real
come
thing,
on.
because what happens is what we're talking about is funding, right?
Exactly.
Unless you go to a Thompson High School or Hoover or one of these big major schools, a lot of these schools don't have the funding to hire somebody specifically for football.
Yeah, all right.
Right.
That's why I was asking to you.
Especially in inner city places like BTW, in just districts. I'll say it, districts where the communities are primarily African American. You don't see that a lot. You don't see these schools getting a lot of funding to be able to hire somebody dedicated specifically for coaching football. That is why it's important when the NCAA was saying that people should boycott these schools in these states. That's why that is important, because you can't even affect that at a high school level unless you can vote for change. And if you're getting redistricted in these communities, that's going to be pretty much impossible. At the current rate, you're never going to get a dedicated coach at a school like a BTW or something like that, because it's impossible, right? Because the way that the voting districts are being rezoned and things like that, they're phasing that out. So I say all that to say that all the people that criticize the NCAA for making NAACP for making that statement, you got to realize that on the back end of that, you're hurting the very high schools and the very places that a lot of these kids are coming from, that people criticize them for not wanting to make the sacrifice. In other words, if they don't make some sort of sacrifice soon in this whole thing, they won't have a high school to go back to in 5-10 years. So, I don't know, man. This is a very, very good topic, right? It is, because it can go down several different rabbit holes. I think I maybe just went down one, but I want to let people know that, like, hey, it's a conversation that needs to be had that's political as well as a sports topic.
It needs to be there because, for one, sports is something that we all gather around in this country. Entertainment, sports is something that we all gather around in this country. So it needs to be. It is very, 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 very. What's the name? Mr. 21 said something. He said he believes most schools require coaches to be on staff, county laws. So in the state of Alabama, in order to coach, you have to have a teacher certificate. Now, you can have volunteer coaches on staff that can come out and be like volunteer type coaches that are not. But in order to have a team, you have to have, like, I think like a percentage of the guys on the team have to be like teachers or have teaching certificates or something like that. Right. So to that point, that is true. Fidel Testro said Cuba is in full support of the NCAA. Shout out to Fidel Testro. We appreciate you so much. And Reverend Nick Frazier and Eva Lurtez. So shout out to all of them, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you so much for rocking with us. Let's get this thing reset, man, because we're going to keep having this great conversation in the second hour of the show, ladies and gentlemen. This is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Hour number 2 starts right now.
Yeah. Wake up. Water Cooler Talk Sports. Pregame playlist. Let's go. It's the pregame playlist. Turn it up, don't miss this. Turn it up, yeah. Your morning, your sports, yeah, you tapped in. Locked in. From the highlights to the headlines, yeah, we locked in. Top stories. Water Cooler Talk Sports, yeah, we locked in. Early morning grind, yeah, we set the tone. From the field to the speakers, now you rocking with the show. Let's go. Rocking with the show. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to hour number 2 of the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. Mark, let's do it. Let's get it up. Yeah. Let's get it up. Yeah. Let's get it high. Yeah. Well, all right. It's game time.
It's game time.
It's a little delay. It's a little bit of a delay. It didn't work. It didn't hit like I thought it was going to hit. It's just a little bit of a delay.
Yeah, I got the point.
Yeah, I think you did. But we hyped this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to all y'all, man. Fidel Testro said, man, for generations, the struggle for equality has demanded courage. We stand with the NCAACP because justice cannot wait. Freedom cannot be compromised. And every person deserves dignity. I like that.
Bro, that is actually a very good quote, Fidel Testro.
I like that, Fidel Testro. I like that.
Yeah,
I'm coming around on Fidel Testro.
Yeah, I'm coming around on Fidel Testro
a little bit.
Coming around.
Aside from the pyrotechnics and fascination with explosives.
No, that was evil Ortez. That was evil Ortez.
That's evil Ortez.
I lose track.
Yeah, that was evil Ortez that did that. That was evil Ortez.
You got to keep your alter egos in mind, man.
Got to. We got evil Tez, evil Ortez, and Fidel Testro. That's who we have.
And they all wear lipstick.
Yeah, for some reason they wear lipstick. I don't know that. Why?
Same shade.
I was confused about that.
Yeah, I was too. In some places, the head coach get paid and distributes the money down to the volunteer. That is exactly what happens. Yeah, the head coach will get like a big sum of money, and then they just pay the volunteers throughout the season. So yeah, that is exactly what happens here. I remember playing Southside in high school, and we both were 4A. Now we're both 2A. I don't get what's going on because I'm not. Okay, so here's what's happening. So Marcus alluded to 7A earlier, right? There is no more 7A in the state of Alabama. No more 7A. It's gone. All the schools, Thompson, Auburn, all those schools, Opelika, are all back down to 6A now. Like Booker T. Washington High School, where we're from in Tuskegee, was a 5A school for the longest. Right. It is now
6A when I was there. Actually.
It was 6A, then it went down to 5A, and now it is a 3A school, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is a 3A school.
They're not 4A no more. They went from 4A to 3A.
Yeah, man. It went down. It went down. Like BTW is no, my bad. It is a 4. It's like it's a fringe 4A school.
Yeah,
so that's what it is.
Yeah,
it was a 4A school last year, but they just did the reclassification last year. So it might. I don't know if it dropped to a 3A or if it's still a 4A. But anyway. There's no more 7A schools. Yeah, there's no more 7A schools, bro. Like I remember when we was in high school, we was in 5A, and we was in the toughest region in 5A. Region 2 it had Charles Henderson, Valley, Rehoboth, Tallahassee, us. Who else? I said you follow already. But yeah, like all those kids that was in 5A that was going to play Division I football, like Ra White went to Charles Henderson. We played Courtney Upshaw in high school. We played Enrique Florence at Valley. We played him, who ended up going to Auburn. So yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, it's wild in these streets. So yeah, there is no more 7A. And what's the name? And to the point that Marcus was making, and to the point that Tez was making, a lot of your higher ranked schools, the Auburns, the Central Phoenix Cities, the Thompsons, all of those type schools, they are able to have booster programs that could potentially just pay a coach to just be a coach. You know, even though he'll be on staff as a teacher, he doesn't have to do anything else but just be a coach, and he can get paid extra through the booster program and things, stuff like that. So that's what we mean when we say like you have the financial base in an area like that. Like people don't realize Auburn High is getting ready to build a second high school to the high school that they got there right now.
Right. Because they built the first one. Like they should have just built the big one the first time.
Exactly.
Hey,
they wasted money.
When you get that type of money now, Ted, they can redo that. They get money now, Ted.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
What happened though is they built that high school, and then everybody else started building high schools. Like Thompson came after that, and all this. And then they started looking around like we should have waited.
They should have. They should have just built a super high school. But now they're building a separate high school in the city limits now. That's going to compete with the other Auburn high. Like, come on. Like, let's just be
J Money Man. J Money Man, I got a question for you. You can answer this if you're still watching, man. To your question that you brought up about, you remember playing when they were 4A, now they're both 2A. I would ask you this. Do you have kids? And if you have kids, do they go to Southside?
What's going on, Washington? Dude, what's up, man? How you feeling? Appreciate you so much, my guy.
That's what's up from Germany.
Yeah, from Germany.
No, I ask myself that about BTW all the time. It's like, man, we were such a large school, 6A school when I was there, and now they're 3A school. But then I had to evaluate the people in my surroundings, the kids that they have. My daughter didn't go to BTW, right? So essentially, what I'm guessing is happening is majority of the people in your class that were around that time moved away, got jobs, they moved away, they moved their families away.
That's exactly what happened, Ted.
Yeah, there aren't that many kids to go to these schools, and that's why they are having to drop down in classes. One, because of population, and two, because they just can't compete athletically.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't it go by enrollment rate, Ted?
It does. It goes by number of students.
It goes by both enrollment. It goes by enrollment rate, but then they changed one specific setting to where that like your record, if you're a consistently good team, like if you win 3A over and over again, they will move you up.
That's new.
I'm gonna say because Sweetwater never moved up, bro, and Sweetwater was killing people. They were killing people in 1A, bro.
Oh my god, bro! Oh my god! I was about to say,
their enrollment may be. I think it's a threshold where your enrollment has to be for you to be able to move up. But like, yeah, it's a real thing, man. And like again, this goes back to what is happening in your community. Why are people choosing other schools?
That's a good point, man.
Why would you send your kid to an underfunded school when there's one 15, 20 minutes away that just built a mega school and they got all the funding, all the teachers, all the coaches, they have all of that. And it just goes back to the same political. Like, what do we do? Like, we have to make these inner city schools more attractive, or else you're gonna get the same thing that J Money Man is talking about. A bunch of schools that used to be 4A, 5A, and now all of a sudden.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, breaking news. Let's go into the pregame post right now, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go into the pregame post right now. Breaking news, pregame post. Let's go.
The pregame pulse. Headlines in culture and sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, breaking news coming across the wire right now. Breaking news. The Los Angeles Lakers are being sold to Bob Iger, to Disney CEO Bob Iger, and Josh Kushner, the brother of Jared Kushner, who's the wife to Ivanka Trump, for a record-breaking price of over $12 billion. Ladies and gentlemen, this has to be the most, it's record-breaking. So it is the biggest sale. No, they didn't sell last year. They was
I was definitely say the same thing, Bubba.
Jeannie Bush was thinking about selling. They had sold
she
some of
sold
their
it
stake.
to Mark Walter.
She had sold some of her stake. She had sold some of her stake in it. She didn't sell all of her stake, but I think she's selling the rest of it though, if I'm not mistaken. She didn't. I think she. No, I was looking at it on. I was looking at it on ESPN when it popped up, and when I saw it, I looked down. I saw it. I was like, "Oh, this is real." So this is actually happening. The Lakers are being sold for a record-breaking $12 billion. Something about this seems fishy to me. I don't know. But hey. I have no evidence. I have no evidence, but hey.
I know what it is.
What is it, Tess?
Las Vegas.
These
two people that don't. Well, I know for a fact that these two people specifically were interested in putting their NBA team in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they definitely are.
If they announce that the Lakers are potentially moving to Vegas, don't be surprised.
Then what will happen in LA?
Oh, they're not moving.
I can't see them moving out of LA, bro. They move out of LA, bro. That's what I'm saying. They move out of LA, Figaro Street, bro, Inglewood. They gonna riot,
bro. Money is money.
You got a point though. I'm not disagreeing.
Is Vegas a bigger market than LA?
Well,
modern day
Vegas.
Vegas is dying.
Yeah, well, but there's that gambling aspect, and
yeah, true.
They will generate revenue.
Rudy the Boss said the Bus family, via their trust, agreed to sell their majority ownership stake in the Los Angeles. Like they didn't sell all of it; they sold majority ownership stake in the Los Angeles.
According to Mark Stein, Mark Walter is transferring his majority ownership to Josh Kushner and Bob Iger.
Okay, so the Bus family will still be involved apparently. So he's selling his stake for $12 billion.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ! Wow, that's wild. Wow.
Dang, he flipped it for $2 billion in 18 months.
That's wow. That's what I'm saying, Bubba. That's what I'm saying.
That's a hustler right there, Bubba.
Yeah.
He's not a businessman. He's a business man.
Yes.
What he is, bro.
That's what that sounds like.
Wow, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they ask yourself this. I know that the Lakers are a staple in LA. That didn't stop all the other LA teams from moving around.
That is true.
They all have been everywhere. The Lakers is the only one that hasn't left LA. Trust me, if the money's right, Las Vegas Lakers, here we come.
Man,
that works for me. That's closer to me.
Hey, Rudy the Boxer, guess what? You and me are thinking on the same level right here, bro. That's what I'm thinking. I'm just being real. Me and you are thinking on the same level right there. It's something about this. That's why I say this feels fishy to me. Some bodies don't feel right. But like, because why would I sell that? Like, and maybe that's something that I don't know about the details of the contract. But why would I sell an asset that valuable that I can borrow against? Because eventually the value of it is going to keep going up so much more. I can borrow against that asset and live a hell of a life off that asset.
Well, he also owns the Dodgers.
Right.
Still, but why get rid of both of them? If we live in this capitalistic society, why get rid of both of them?
I wonder, like, there was a Mark Cuban interview that interested me about owning team. And I don't know if he was just blowing smoke or not, but he seemed really sincere when he said it. He said that there aren't really many profitable NBA teams, and most of them are small market teams. It was like the bigger teams don't generate any income. He was saying like,
but that's not
a billionaire owning billion. He was saying a billion, because they was asking him about the Mavericks. He was saying a billionaire owning a team is like collecting baseball cards.
But that's not. I get that, but that's what I'm saying. Majority of the franchise, majority of sports franchise that you look at, a lot of them don't make profit. The thing is, for a billionaire, for a person to own an NBA or NFL franchise, the reason why it is still so sought after to own one is because of the valuation of what it could do when they sell for it. That's what it's for.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So like, if you buy, like, so for example, right here, he bought it for 10 and he sold it for 12. It's the Los Angeles Lakers. They got the most championships in history. They potentially they potentially could win more and win more down the road. Why not stay on paper? If it's on paper, I'm saying, you telling me that the Lakers are worth $12 billion. All right, cool. I'm a billionaire owner. I own the Lakers.
Okay.
I go to the
Right.
bank and be like, bruh, I own the Lakers. Finance my
Okay.
life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So
That's what
that
you would do. That's
reminds me
exactly
of a
how that's
conversation.
exactly how a lot of millionaires and billionaires finance the lives that we see them do. That's just how I look at it.
That reminds me of a conversation that T-Pain had about selling his master. And I had to
Yes.
ask myself,
Yes.
the profit that you would make from the Lakers, realistically, how long from 2 billion to 12 billion, how long would it take you if you kept it to make that $12 billion?
But that's the thing though. As long as I don't, here's the thing, I don't care how long it takes. All I care about is
You got a plan for the $10 billion.
All I care about is what the paper valuation of that team is. That's it. Because if on paper the valuation of that team tells me year over year is going up 2, 4, 5, 6, 10%, and we can guarantee that, and we have income revenue coming in. Oh, I'm living great as the owner.
Yeah,
Big Frazier, the owner of the Houston Rockets. I'm living great.
Think about it like this: if you, how old are these cats? They like in their 60s, right?
Yeah, 60s. I think the youngest one. I think the youngest owner is
the reality of it.
Sons.
The reality of it is to profit $10 billion from an organization will probably take them years to see that money, years to see that profit. Even borrowing against it, they wouldn't be able to borrow the whole $10 billion.
Yes, they could. They can borrow up to like 80%. They can borrow up to 80% of it. They could.
Yeah, but that's not sound financial advice. You wouldn't. Why would you borrow 80%?
Because they live they live in a different dimension than us, Tez. They can literally
It's an asset for
that's exactly, Bubba. They can literally take that, write that debt off, die, and when they die, it doesn't worry after that particular point in time. That's
the different dimension you're right that they live in is one that they're not necessarily fascinated with like the long-term hold and keep as we are. $10 billion is $10 billion. Somebody gave you 10. You got to think about what happened. Somebody is going to give them, they're going to profit $10 billion in one whop. You're already a billionaire. You already are invested. You already have all the financial devices set up. A $10 billion infusion. Who knows what they could do with that money? Like, and it would take you years to get that lump sum of money to be able to move freely like that, without having to borrow against assets, without having to set up things. So like, it's one of those conversations. Is just like, we're talking about billions of dollars now.
No, but here's
$10 billion is.
Here's the thing that we're missing though. As long as that here's the thing that we're missing. On paper, that's the reason why I said on paper. On paper, if the evaluation is increasing percentage-wise each year, guess what?
Right.
I don't have to pay taxes on it. Now,
but true.
Now that they get that money and it becomes physical money that they're going to get, whether it's in stocks, whether it's in actual liquid cash, they got to pay taxes on that some kind of way because it's going to be considered earned income.
Not if they transfer it directly into another asset. Is the same way with real estate.
But the thing about it is they have to do it within a certain amount of days.
Here's what they do, and I'm pretty sure they know that. But here's the thing. Think about it like this. If you own a home, your home is going to increase in value over time. It's just the way property works. If somebody were to offer you for your home an astronomical amount of money that would take your home 10, 15 years to generate that type of equity, it would be more advantageous to you to take the money, park it somewhere. You could buy 2 or 3 more homes and do the same thing. Like when you have actual liquidity, it is way more valuable than what you can do with actually investments and things like that, because you can take that liquidity.
About that one, Tiz. I don't know.
Well, you can take that liquidity and invest it where you want. That's the thing. Like we're thinking about this like they're gonna take $10 billion and go buy yachts and boats and stuff. Like, no, they're finna take that $10 billion and likely go park it in some other type of asset that's gonna generate just as much income. You're starting off with $10 billion.
but that asset is not an NBA franchise that's generating that amount of income though. Like
I'm telling you.
whether it's a loss, whether they are operating at a paper loss at the end of the year, or whether they really are operating in the red at the end of the year, it's still an NBA franchise though. That's the difference. And it is hard. That is one.
We look at it as an NBA franchise.
That is
them,
one
it's just line item on the sheet.
It's a business. It's a business. It is.
Yeah,
the NBA franchise is a business. But that is one
so
business.
They don't care about it that way.
But that is one business in what has become a recession-proof economy, which is sports. Sports is recession-proof. Like that's the only way I look at it. Why? That's the reason why it is hard to find guys that want to sell teams, because sports is recession-proof, and they can guarantee that annual income is going to be there every single year. They know it's coming.
But it's hard to find people that can legitimately buy teams, because just having the money doesn't mean that you can buy a franchise.
You can have a group of people. You can get a group of people together. That's the part. That's the part. Getting a group of people together to do it is the hard part.
But how many? That's what I'm saying. How many times have we seen groups of people interested in teams that we know have the money, but it never happened?
It never happened.
Like, it never happens. Like a lot of.
I don't know if we know that because I don't know if we know that because that would have to be publicized. So I don't know if we.
No, I'm saying like there have been talks about. I think Oprah has been putting together a committee for a team for the longest.
Really?
Yeah. Oprah. I forgot who else. It's a collection of people. But like, think about Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson had the money to buy a team for the longest. How much he had to go through for them to actually let him buy a team. Like
he had to buy it with a team of people.
Yeah, it's not as easy as I got the money so I could just buy this team. Like it is. There's a lot of more things that you have to put in place for you to be an owner, and it's a lot more expensive than just the ticket price on the team. So like that $10 billion that they paying, operational costs from day one is going to eat into that. You know what I'm saying? Like these are not the most profitable businesses on the planet. So like. The valuation, great. Yeah, you can go up in value.
That's my point. That's my point. I don't care about whether it's a profit or not. That's the thing. If I'm a billionaire owner, I care less about if my NBA team is profitable. I care about whether the value of the team is actually going up. That's all I care about.
Because you're not considering just how much money and how impactful a person that already has the financial backing and that already has the financial devices in place, what they can do with $10 billion.
Yeah, not much more than what they already are doing. That's my point.
No, they
can't. What are they gonna do? Buy Tesla?
Can.
Buy SpaceX? There are not a lot of companies
Tesla
on
and
Earth.
SpaceX.
There are not a lot of companies on Earth that are worth $10 billion or even $2 billion. That's sports franchises are some of the most highly valued businesses on Earth.
Okay, here's the thing: valuation and worth. What does that mean?
It doesn't mean anything.
Exactly.
But to them, it finances their life.
It's like when people say like, I got $1 million home with $800,000 of equity and all that, and it's like, what does that mean? You're not doing nothing with it, so it's like it's just a number. So evaluation is just a number. How much income are you bringing in? With $10 billion in liquidity, I can set up my family for life where I don't even have to manage an NBA team.
But you can also keep that franchise in a trust with your family and keep it for the next 50 years, knowing that it's recession proof, knowing that it's still going to generate income from TV deals, from media rights, from everything else that you're going to get from inside the stadium, where it's going to be enough to pay people that need that's operationally taking care of the team, whether you operating at a loss or operating in the black. That is how it works. That is exactly how it works.
No, I'm saying
exactly
like,
how
yeah,
it works.
you saying taking profit, like more than likely you're going to operate in the loss, which means that you're not going to take any profit. The only thing you're doing is building this asset up to be worth more when you sell it. And if that's your goal, if you're young,
that is the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal for most of them.
If you're 60 years old, if you're 60 years old, 70 years old, and you got kids, and you trying to set your family up, handing them like, for example, Jenny Buss getting the Lakers was great. Don't get me wrong, but there's still an aspect of managing and all of those things that have to go into it. I can set my family up.
But she's not doing that on a daily basis, though.
True. Yeah,
she's not doing that on a daily basis. Her job is as the owner, is as the CEO, owner, president of the board. That's what I'm saying. But I'm using her as an example because the Buss family has been the family that's been over the Lakers. So when I say her job, I mean anybody that has been over the organization for a long time. I'm talking about sports. So their job, let me say that. Their job is to basically put other people in place and set everybody up to be able to run it operationally. Now, to the point of
you have to pay all those people.
But here's the thing: that money has already been earmarked for that. You know what I'm saying? So anything else above that would be considered profit. So the money that they're going to get from regional sponsors, from city sponsors, from media rights deals that they get from ESPN, NBA, because that money is split between teams as well too. So all of that money is going to be accounted for how they pay the janitor, how they pay the parking attendants, how they pay the staff and everything, stuff like that. What I'm speaking to your point is you are correct. The profit, that's correct. My point is, if I'm the owner of a team, I could care less about that because that's already going to be taken care of. It's already earmarked there. If I am looking, if I have one of the, if in economics, the greatest thing in economics is scarcity. And an NBA franchise, a sports franchise, is considered to be one of the most scarce things ever. There's not a lot of businesses that are worth over $1 billion like that on the planet. And most of them are profitable. But majority of sports franchises are worth over $1 billion. I think there's only like a handful of them that are worth less than that, or something like that. I'm not getting rid of that. And on paper, and that's why I keep saying on paper, if every year on paper or every 2 years on paper, that number keeps going up 5, 6, 7%.
It's going down.
I'm keeping it. How is it going down? How's the valuation of the team going down? The profit, the valuation. That's what I'm talking about. But that's what I'm talking about.
The valuation of anything is if it's a solid product, is going to go up, right? That's why baseball cards exist. It just is. And the economy is like the valuation of gas right now with the, you know what I'm saying? Because gas is higher than it was years ago. Over time, things are going to increase in value. But also, when things increase in value, the entire economy increases in value. So it may be more valuable, but it may be it also if everything else around it increase in price, that value in the offset of that is not going to be what we're thinking it is, right? In terms of sports, you got to think about how many franchises that actually look at the value. What I don't even know what the lowest value team is, but I guarantee you it's 10 times or 100 times more valuable than it was when it came into the league. So that's what I'm saying is like you have your value, and I get why the thought pattern is that to just basically buy and hold this, right? But from a group of people who have an opportunity, like I said, I don't know what they got going on. These are the same group of people who were going to pushing for expansion in Las Vegas. The Lakers, from a profit margin, have increasingly been making less profit. So that means liquidity, they have had less and less over the years since signing LeBron James. But that has been the case. If somebody's going to give you $10 billion, and that's another thing that I think is getting lost, is scale. How much money is exactly $10 billion, right? $10 billion is enough money for you to buy more assets that can generate more income, and they can all individually increase and gain in revenue, and they can be more hands off. It just is what it is. Like money in hand at that amount is not the same as like when we're talking about just stocks and SpaceX. Is we're talking about $10 billion, like 10 billion. You can't count to $1 billion in a lifetime. It's impossible. So like, man, you get 10 of those, man. Yeah, you can have the Lakers, bro. I'm gonna go find something else.
Okay. I don't know. I guess I look at it from the perspective of like,
because I gotta sell this team.
You don't have to sell the team. You don't. You can literally you can literally keep that in your family forever, borrow against it, and live a great life. Live a billionaire life.
Nobody does that though.
They do though. They do it all the time. A lot of people do it all the time.
If you would have told me that the buses was gonna sell the Lakers, I would like no. Most of these teams have been bought and sold several times. Every year.
Name one. James Dolan has owned the Knicks forever. The Buss family has been part of the Lakers forever. The Harrison family has owned the Heat forever.
I think the Clippers been sold 7 times.
Who?
The Clippers.
Well, that's the Clippers. The Clippers did that because everybody knows what happened with what is his name? Is it Don Sterling?
They've been sold though, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but it hasn't been.
They had to buy it from somewhere.
But these businesses have not been sold. Like when you think of businesses, in the sense of like, because I don't know,
commodities.
The business that is down the street from your house, that's potentially like a $10 million or $13 million business. That business has probably been bought and sold and stuff like that. Like, but NBA franchises are not. NBA, NFL franchises, like those are not just sold like that all the time. Like people are trying to get into it.
I'd be willing to bet you. I'd be willing to bet you that by the end of 2026, some franchise in a major sport is going to be sold.
Okay, well, okay, let's do that. Like, if
I don't know which one it is, but I'm telling you.
Well, we just had one sold. We just had the Lakers sold. So you're talking about after this particular one right here. So after this, we got
by the end of 2026.
4 more months left.
I'll put it to you like this because the fiscal year is almost over. So
like, come on.
Next year, this time, this day next year, I guarantee you there will be a major franchise sold
in NFL or NBA.
NFL, MLB, NBA.
Okay, NFL, MLB, MLB. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I wouldn't.
It's just that it's the Lakers and it's a commodity.
No, I wouldn't.
We're looking at it like. It's like having a Michael Jordan rookie card. It's like, yeah, you know it's worth a lot of money, but you want to hold it to make sure it's valuable because it's a Michael Jordan rookie card. Like if we were having this conversation about the Minnesota Timberwolves, you'd be like, oh, yeah, take the 10 billion. But it's the Lakers.
No, you wouldn't. No, I wouldn't because it's still a sports franchise. Like I'm looking at it from the perspective of the valuation. Profit. When I understand that the money that I'm getting from the league and everything else that I'm doing is going to pay my bills, even if it's at somewhat of a loss. Okay, fine. I'm okay with that. If I'm the CEO,
gonna pay the operational cost for the team, but they're not going to like. You're not going to like. I wish I could. I'm gonna send you when we get off them and find that Mark Cuban interview, and so you can hear him talk about like, no, I don't make any money from the Dallas Mavericks. Actually, it would be to my advantage to get rid of the franchise.
I know what interview you're talking about. Yeah, he looking at it from the perspective of like, yeah, I need to make a profit from this every year in order for that.
Well, he's a billionaire. Mark Cuban he's made $1 billion.
But he sold majority of his stake and actually made more than what he probably and made more money than what he did when he bought it.
Exactly my point.
So that's my point. The valuation part of it. That's what I've been talking about all the time.
Think about what he said. Think about what you just said. Mark Cuban sold majority of his stake and made more money than he would have made if he would have held on to it. That is exactly what I'm saying.
Because he bought it 25 years ago. So that's been my whole point. My whole point has been why sell.
How much did they buy the Lakers for?
I don't know. I don't know how much the Buss family bought the Lakers for.
They bought
my point is I'm not selling
for $12 billion.
I'm not buying a sports franchise and then selling it 2 years later. No, I'm not. That's not what I'm doing. I'm buying a sports franchise and I'm holding it because, like I said, sports is a recession-proof business. That's all it is. And the valuation of those teams are going to continue to grow. And when I decide I want to sell the team, that's when I would decide to sell the team. It is a recession-proof business. We still watch sports now. It's a recession-proof
product.
Sports is a recession-proof business.
Gas is a recession-proof product, but gas stations aren't recession-proof businesses.
It technically is, because if you go to the gas station, you probably gonna go in there and buy a drink, and you probably gonna buy some chips and some juice and stuff like that.
Gas stations go out of business all the time.
Well, that gas station didn't manage their money right. It is what it is.
Oh man.
Or they just got bad
man. I don't know. I like this conversation though.
It's a great conversation. Great conversation.
More of these.
Let's go ahead. Let's keep this thing moving. I was gonna do Wild Card Wednesday. I am gonna do it. I'm gonna keep it light. And I want to ask real quick, Wild Card Wednesday question. Is this: if you could go into a sports machine and buy one ticket for one game or one event, which event would you choose? Would you choose Michael Jordan's 1998 Game 6? Would you choose Ali Foreman Rumble in the Jungle? Rumble in the Jungle? Would you choose Super Bowl 51 where the Patriots came back from 25 points down? Would you choose the 2006 Rose Bowl, Texas versus USC, where you saw Vince Young come back and win that championship for Texas? Or would you choose something else? Tez, where would you go?
That's very interesting, man. What was the first option again that you said? The very first.
Michael Jordan Game 6.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
What about you, Bubba?
Michael Jordan Game 6.
Yeah, I'm guessing this is assuming like I don't know what's gonna happen going in.
Yeah, you don't know what's happening. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
All right,
okay.
so
yeah. I didn't think about that either.
I'd probably take 28-3.
Okay, so Super Bowl. Okay.
Yeah,
Marcus.
but I'm gonna need somebody there to make sure I don't leave.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Marcus, where would you go?
When you put that in that perspective, Bubba, you got me. I'm still gonna go that Michael Jordan Game 6.
Okay. And where would you go?
I guess I'm the weird one out of the group. I take the boxing match.
That's where I was going to. I was going Rumble in the Jungle.
Because you gotta
Yeah,
think
that
about
was
it.
epic,
Back then, those was the two greatest fighters in American boxing history.
That's where I was going.
Ali, because Ali and Foreman was rivals. So, I mean,
that's fair.
To go pay and see that,
yeah.
I didn't think about the aspect that we don't know what's going to happen. Like fresh eyes, we have no idea.
Okay, so if I had to say, but if I had a other, I mean, it'll be boxing. Like my first 4 probably would be boxing, but it was like great matches. Like I want to go see.
God, dog, son, run. What we doing?
He couldn't make it 5 minutes, man.
Didn't make it, bro.
Right.
Didn't make it. It's all good though. It's all good.
That's 4 great options.
I think he in the shade. I think he in the shade.
That Usain Bolt one would be great.
Usain Bolt running the 9.58. Yeah, that would be interesting to see too. In the Olympic Games. So yeah, that's a good one. All right, man. We getting low on time. Oh man, I was there. Actually was there for that. Actually got a chance to go in there right when it was happening. So it is what it is. 2026 Hall of Fame happened this past weekend. And we saw 5 guys get enshrined into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And now we're looking ahead to 2027, right? 2027 list of guys that will be on the ballot for the first time. You have Rob Gronkowski, Ben Roethlisberger, Adrian Peterson, Richard Sherman, Cam Newton, Andrew Wentworth, Eric Weddle, Gerald McCoy, Antonio Brown, and Le'Veon Bell. Who gets in on the first ballot? Drew Brees already is already in the Hall of Fame. He just got enshrined.
Oh, you said who gets in on the first? Say that name again.
I gotta say Cam getting in
on the first ballot, Marcus.
First ballot.
Yeah, I'm going Cam first ballot.
Probably Gronk, man.
I think Gronk.
I
say
think
Gronk.
probably
of course,
I say
Gronkowski. Probably Richard Sherman.
I was gonna say Richard Sherman probably can get in on.
probably.
Sherman's a good.
What about? Here's an interesting one. What
Because
about
think
Adrian?
about it, they gonna put a quarterback in. Are you gonna say Ben Roethlisberger?
Mm-hmm. I say they put Big Ben in for Cam.
I know they will, but I'm rooting for Cam, bro. I know they going.
I don't think Ben Roethlisberger is a first ballot Hall of Famer, bro.
He
He
is.
should be, but he'll get in.
He definitely
He'll
gonna
get
get
in
in.
first
though.
ballot.
Hey,
He'll
he'll
get
get in.
Yeah.
I think the foregone conclusions are Gronk, Adrian Peterson, Sherman, Andrew Whitworth. Those are
That's
clear
where I
cut.
was going
Are you
to.
sure about Adrian
Yeah.
Peterson?
I was about to
Yeah,
ask you
yeah.
about Adrian Peterson. Like, what do y'all think about
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson? Is Adrian Peterson the first ballot Hall of Famer?
Absolutely.
Depends on if the NFL, how the NFL feel about him beating his kid that time.
I think people have gotten over that.
What the
The
man
NFL has gotten over it?
discipline his child?
When it happened in his career is like it happened in like the middle of his prime. So I think it's kind of gotten forgotten about.
Yo, Adrian Peterson is a Hall of Famer in my opinion. I think he is
I think he's
a
a
Hall of Famer. First ballot though, I don't know, bro. I'm gonna be honest with
I
you.
don't know. It's hard to get a running back in on first
I
ballot.
don't know. Somebody gonna have to persuade me on Adrian Peterson being a first ballot Hall of Famer.
But he's a top 5 back all time.
He does own every record.
He won
And every single
MVP
Russian record.
coming off an ACL there.
He did win MVP coming off of ACL. That is true.
That was crazy, bro.
That is true.
The interesting one is, do y'all think Antonio Brown ever gets in?
Man, I think he does, but I think
That's
super
Terrell Owens. That's
I
like
think
No,
he'll
no.
get in on the.
I think he'll get
He'll
in,
get
but
in
I
on
think
the,
in like the 10th ballot.
Wow.
Yeah, he'll get in. He might get in as a legacy player.
Alex Mack's another interesting one. He was like a top 5 center in the league for a decade.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he has been there for a while.
But like Gerald McCoy, Le'Veon Bell, those are no's. Clear and obvious no's. And then Cam, I think Cam will get in within the next 5 years. But it's not going to be first ballot.
I think Pat McAfee gets in for Cam. Just based
damn.
off NFL. No, I'm saying just based off how the NFL is, bro.
I'm looking. I had to look up some first ballot Hall of Famers at running back. This is the first ballot list of first ballot Hall of Famers. You got LaDainian Tomlinson, Marshall Faulk, Barry Sanders, Eric Dickerson, Walter Payton, Jim Brown. Would you put Adrian Peterson in the category with those guys?
Yeah, he's up there with LT.
I think so.
Like he's definitely at the bottom of that list, but he's like in the same realm with like LT.
Yeah. If LT is the first ballot Hall of Famer, I think it's fair to put Adrian Peterson as the first ballot Hall of Famer.
But the no questions like Gronk's definitely getting in, Big Ben's definitely getting in, Sherman's definitely getting in, and Andrew Whitworth.
Yeah, they definitely gonna put Andrew Whitworth in. Andrew Whitworth definitely is gonna go on the first ballot. Man,
Everybody else is a question.
It's crazy, man. That's crazy. The AP one is the one that I'm looking at. I'm not sitting here saying I don't think AP is a Hall of Fame. I think he is.
Well, it's definitely
First
more
ballot, though?
questionable than Gronk.
Who?
It's definitely more
Do you
questionable than Gronk, but I think when it comes down to it, he'll get in first ballot.
Do you think Adrian Peterson makes it to the Hall of Fame before Frank Gore?
Yeah.
Frank Gore's been on the ballot quite some time. We know the stats. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to compare the players. I'm just saying, like, we know Frank Gore will be. This will be the first time Adrian Peterson will be up on the for Hall of Fame. Frank Gore is probably gonna be a repeat player this year on this next ballot. Is there a world where Frank Gore makes the Hall of Fame and Adrian Peterson has to wait a year?
Nah,
I don't know.
I don't know. I think
You understand what I'm saying? Not necessarily.
No, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah. No, I think Adrian Peterson can jump Frank Gore, man.
I think Adrian Peterson gonna be on the ballot next year. I think he'll be on the ballot next year.
Y'all think Eli Manning gets put in next year?
That's a great question. That's a great question.
If he does not make it next year, he would definitely get in on the third ballot.
Or what? All right. What about Belichick?
Belichick could get in.
Yeah, he should.
I think
They had that
Belichick
petty
get in.
move last year where they refused to put him in.
Yeah, I think Belichick gets in.
I was thinking the same thing, bro.
This year, Eli Manning has a Ben Roethlisberger problem because they're going to put Ben Roethlisberger in, and then they're going to stack up what Ben did in his career with those. He got the 2 Super Bowls, but he's also got he was the driving force around some of those Super Bowls. Those Super Bowls, like, and I don't think with a quarterback like Ben Roethlisberger on the ballot that Eli will make it this year. He needs a year where the quarterback class is very low. Let me get in.
And just looking at this list and seeing Torrey Holt's still not in, it's just
that's the one that
crazy,
just keeps
man.
bothering me, bro. If you're gonna put Isaac Bruce, Marshall Faulk, and Kurt Warner in there, bro, Torrey Holt needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
Man had 2 years where he had damn near 1,700 yards.
Right.
That's insane.
J Money Jermaine asks, other than Derek, is there any other current backs that could get a gold jacket? I'll take Henry a few years to get in. Saquon Barkley.
Saquon. Yeah, Saquon and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Christian McCaffrey. Bijan Robinson too. If Bijan Robinson continues on the track that he going, he'll get a gold jacket too.
Yeah. I think Gronk. I think Derrick Henry. Yeah, he's definitely top of the list.
That is crazy.
Horn running back.
That is crazy to think about, man. Wow, that is real deal crazy to think about that. That Eli Manning. I mean, not Eli Manning, but that Belichick might not get in the Hall of Fame, bro. Might not get in the Hall of Fame.
What about Terrell Suggs?
Yeah, that's another one where it's like, why? Why is he not in yet? Same Marshall Yonda. Why is he not in yet?
Especially when he was on defense with what Ray Lewis them. And
yeah,
is what's name in there now? Is Halati he in there? Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Is he in the Hall?
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
I'm not sure.
Because I'm not seeing him on the notable returning candidates list. But Steve Smith's not in yet. Or Willie Anderson.
Haloti Nada. How you pronounce his name? Because I be saying it wrong.
It's Haloti Nada.
I just call him Nada. Yeah, Haloti Nada.
Because the G is silent.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, Nagta. Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. The criteria for that, they're really
Nada is not in yet.
Man.
He's not in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I just saw that.
So is Ray Lewis the only one off that defense that's a Hall of Famer right now?
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed.
And Dion was technically on that defense. Technically.
Bubba.
He was in the locker room.
Oh man, I'm about to say.
And so was Frank Walker.
Frank Walker was in the A. Shout out to Frank Walker, baby. Tuskegee's very
Walker.
own, bro. Tuskegee's very own Frank Walker.
Hey man, I never forget watching Dion take the field for the Ravens the first time. I don't know if y'all remember this. They put him at kickoff return, and the ball hit him in the face back.
It did.
He dropped it.
I don't remember.
It was like the first one. And it was, bro. I was hurt.
This is when he was winning 37, right? Because he came back when he was 37.
Yeah, he had the big jersey on.
Yeah, he had been out the league for 3 years.
Yeah, and they got up there and put him at kick return. Like,
and it hit him in the face.
I think it was a punt. Hit him in the face. I was like,
he did have a pick six, and he had like 3 or 4 picks.
He did. To be fair, he played himself into NFL shape that year.
Yes, he did.
That was like the first time he had took the field when he did that.
Hey, Rudy.
And he had moved to safety.
Rudy said 37 wasn't 21.
No.
45-8-23, baby. That's what I'm telling you, man. 45-8-23. 37-8-21. I tell you that, man. I like that.
Yeah, 37 was still a playmaker.
He was.
He was.
45 was a playmaker too, and 23 in blue was a playmaker. let's not get into that conversation. Let's not do that, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be here for another hour, ladies and gentlemen. Man, let us know, man. Do any of those guys, in your opinion, who gets into the Hall of Fame? And tell us what y'all think about Adrian Peterson. Is he first ballot?
Will Adrian Peterson get into what people think about Adrian Peterson?
Yeah, what y'all think? Let's Adrian Peterson get in on the first ballot, ladies and gentlemen. This is the pregame playlist, man. We're gonna slide out right here. When we come back, we're gonna wrap this thing up for Hump Day, ladies and gentlemen. Here on the pregame playlist. Good morning to you.
Yeah, he caught my eye when I walked through the door. Dark skin, gold chain, lean back by the bar. Said he knew my name, yeah, he talk real smooth. But I ain't easy, gotta match my move. Phone light, flashing girls, taking pics. DJ playing every one of our hits. He leaned close, that way I headed next. I smile slow, said that depends. We ain't tryna go home tonight. Got the city lights in our eyes. Everybody outside tonight, and the vibe feel right. One more stop and we outta here. Windows down while the bassline hit. He keep looking over here, trying to see who he leaving with. Hands up, head done, whole squad look dangerous. If the night keep feeling like this, we might fall in love with the moment. Just a moment, don't ruin the moment. Hold up, clean in that matte black truck. Said, hop in, girl, yeah, the timing was up. Laughed too hard when he said my accent cute. Now we tryna find out what my tattoos do. Ain't no pressure, we just outside. Little tequila got us all live. Girls in the back singing every song. It's the kind of night stay out too long. No expectations tonight. No stress and no wasting the vibe. If it's real, then it's real for the night, and that's alright. One more stop, then we outta here. Windows down while the bassline hit. He keep looking over here, trying to see who he leaving with.
Why be anywhere in the world when you could be here with us? This is the pregame playlist on the Water Cooler Talk Sports Network.
Yeah, Thursday night. Neon lights. Clock hit 6, dusting off my boots. Black Chevy, clean, fresh fade, fresh suit. Buddy hit my phone, said, man, come through. Little downtown party with a live band too. Walked in slow, whiskey signs glowing. Bartender smiling while the drinks kept flowing. Then I saw her by the pool table light. Blue jeans dancing and she caught my eye. Stay back, played it cool. 2 drinks deep, trying not to move. Every laugh, every sway pulled me closer anyway. We fell in love on the barroom floor. Boots sliding slow while they scream one more. Hands on the waist, heart out of place. Didn't wanna leave that little sawdust space. Whole room faded when she pulled me close. Didn't care who watched us moving slow. One night turned into something more. Yeah, we fell in love on the barroom floor. Switched over to a slow groove song. She looked at me like she knew all along. Said, boy, what took you so long tonight? I laughed and blamed it on the neon lights. She grabbed my hand, pulled me in tight. Suddenly forever felt possible tonight. Now every time the jukebox plays, I still see her swaying that way. Funny what love can do. In a small town room, we fell in
You want a solution to protect your family in a moment of crisis. Freddie Metro provides those solutions to protect your family and build real wealth. Serving Alabama and Georgia with trusted advice you can count on. Call him today at 678-870-4001. Freddie Metro, protecting families, building legacies.
The coolest morning show is in your ear. It's the pregame playlist.
Barrels raised me, pain made me. I came from a town where the dirt roads crack, where the trucks ride slow and the scars fight back. Mama prayed hard while the bills stacked up. Now the whole damn county got my song turned up. I got red clay boots and a gold chain swinging. Country boy hard, but the trap still singing. From the back road nights to the big marquee. Yeah, the struggle and the pain all made me. Made me. Back road raised me. Look. Used to ride around dirty in a hand-me-down Chevy, now the black on black truck sitting high and heavy. Mama used to cry when them lights got low, now she backstage watching sold out shows. Ain't nobody put me on, I kicked that door. Now my name got way from the south to the shore. Still keep a Bible in the console, cause I done seen real life tear good folks up. Now the diamonds dance, but the paint still there. Still smell bonfires floating through the air. Still hear old heads talking on the porch all day. Say, boy, don't forget where you came from, hey. Facts, straight up. Real talk, real talk. I came from a town where the dirt roads crack, where the trucks ride slow and the scars fight back. Mama prayed hard while the bills stacked up. Now the whole damn county got my song turned up. I got red clay boots and a gold chain swinging. Country boy hard, but the trap still singing. From the back road nights to the big marquee. Yeah, the struggle and the pain all made me. Raised me. Raised me. Yeah. Late nights, cold hearts, whiskey in the cup. Whole squad came from the bottom, we were down bad stuck. Now the label calling everybody showing love. Funny how they switch once the stars line up. I remember court dates, stress on my chest. Now it's private flights and design on the stairs, but the roots too deep. I can fake who I am, still a small town kid with a mic in my hand. Granddaddy taught me keep God first always, even when the money and the fame all crazy. So I tip my head every time I touch stage, cause the road got dark before I saw this page. Yeah, real one, still country. I came from a town where the dirt roads crack, where the trucks ride slow and the scars fight back. Now we ride big wheels with the whole team lit. Still got mud on the tires, ain't forgot one bit. I got red clay boots and a gold chain swinging. Country in my soul, but the trap still living. From the back road nights to the big marquee. Yeah, the struggle and the pain all made. Get your morning started. With the pregame playlist. Your morning, your sports, your playlist. Let's go.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The pregame playlist is about to turn off for Hump Day. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here on the pregame playlist, man. Shout out to y'all so much, man, for joining us. As I stated earlier, programming note, there will not be an Around the Cooler tonight. I have to go take care of something. Now that I'm thinking about it, it just makes me madder because I'd rather be around the cooler. But I have to, man, being an adult, you remember when you was little and you always say, man, I can't wait till I get big. Now I want to go back to being little. Let me just do that. You know, literally and physical. I want to be smaller and I want to be a kid again. That's it. I don't know if anybody else on the panel feels that way. You feel that way, Tess?
I mean, I wouldn't mind staying an adult, but you can just take the responsibility.
Yeah, I think it's a better way. It's a better way to do it. Just being an adult taking responsibility. What about you?
I ain't doing 8th grade again for a 3rd time. I'm not doing that.
Right. I had fun in 7th, 8th grade. I had a great time at Tim's, in the band room. Shout out to it. Marcus, what about you?
Send me back to 10th grade.
10th grade?
Yep.
Why 10th specifically?
That was very specific, bro.
No, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. So we'll talk about
that. Ain't no secret. 10th grade. 10th grade was lit. I got to start my first. I mean, that was my first year starting. It was a very lit time. I want to go back and do it again.
And what about you?
Yeah, I'm about like Mark. Take me back to my freshman year.
Yeah, man. King Richard said, who wants to give a shout out to his dad in heaven? Happy born day, Pops. Happy born day. Happy heavenly born day. Happy heavenly born day to King Richard's father. King Richard, how was the bowling celebration of life? Let us know how the bowling celebration of life was. How was that?
That's something pretty cool.
That's what he's telling me about it. That's real cool, man. We appreciate you, man. Shout out to Rudy the Boxer in the chat, bro. He been rocking with us. And shout out to J Money. Shout out to Big
Very
Sarge.
opinionated. Shout out to Rudy.
Yeah, I like Rudy. Rudy is good, man. Rudy cool, man.
Yeah.
I like Rudy, bro. I like that.
Rudy dropped a gem. That XRP information that he is dropping right now is 100% true. When he says that it will bridge the payment system. Totally information for another pod, but Rudy, I too am holding XRP for that very reason. Not the money, but they're going to need it eventually.
Yeah, man. So I like it, man.
Listen to him. He's right.
Big Sarge in the chat as always. You know, Big Sarge, we got love for you. Salute to Big Sarge, man. Mr. 21 is in the chat. Shout out to him. Evil Tez, Fidel Testro, you know, Reverend Nick Frazier. Shout out to the new subscriber that we got from Germany, Washin Wildu. Hopefully I'm saying your last name correctly. Oh my gosh. So shout out to you, man. Man, shout out to everybody that was rocking with us today, man. Auburn Dad was in the chat. What's up, Auburn Dad? You know, we appreciate that so much, man. So, man, shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all so much. Jennifer Hall was with us earlier. What's up, Jennifer, man? Shout out to y'all, man. Man, shout out to everybody, man. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here on the pregame playlist, man, on the Water Cooler Talk Sports Network, man. He says, hey, guys, great show. I got to go. My Bible study has started. Goodbye. We'll see you later there, Rudy Boxer, man. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to you, man.
Appreciate you.
All good. All right. Y'all know what it is. Before we get out of here, man, I'd like to give a quote of the day. And today's quote comes from a young lady that was once blind and couldn't talk. But then later on in life, she was able to speak and talk. Even though that's the same thing. Speak and talk. I don't know if she was able to see later on, but she definitely started talking again. It is from Helen Keller. Helen Keller said that optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence.
You're now listening to the pregame playlist.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports YouTube channel, YouTube network, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us here as always. He said Helen Keller is a baddie. That's what Slightly Evil said. Helen Keller is a baddie.
That's what you're into, bro.
Helen Keller is a baddie. That's what it said. That's what it, and he's put it in here like 6 times. It's wow.
I think you just like women that can't voice their opinion.
Ladies and gentlemen, man, we'll be back tomorrow morning here with the pregame playlist, 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Again, man. Again, tonight, no Around the Cooler tonight. Unfortunately, man, I apologize for that. So, but hey, there will be other great shows that you can watch as well. So, hey, it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, you all have a good one. Better yet, y'all be great. Y'all be blessed, man. Don't be stressed. But as always, stay fresh. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the pregame playlist here on Water Cooler Talk Sports Network. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. We out. Peace.
This has been a presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.